Today, I have a 40 overall team, and every single season, I'll be spinning the wheel of every player ever to add a new player to this roster until we go 82-0. On this wheel, we've got 500 NBA players. This is the most I could fit on here without the wheel glitching out. Any player you could think of is on here. So let's go ahead and give this a spin. I don't know what to expect. You can't even really see who's who. Like, the text is so small. So we'll just figure it out whenever we land on it. It's going to be Dorian Finney-Smith. I told you, there's some pools on here. DFS is our first player, and once we've landed on an option, of course, that player will be removed from the wheel. I think this is going to be our most challenging wheel video ever. All due respect to DFS. Him being the first player we get really sets the tone for how challenging this could be. But you know what's real easy? Clicking the subscribe button. If I say subscribe and you're not subscribed, the subscribe button will light up. So if it's lit up, click that button. And if I say like and you haven't liked the video, the like button will light up. So if it's lighting up, like the video. Alright, now let's see if Dorian Finney-Smith can carry this team. We're about to see the DFS MVP campaign. Well, this is going about as expected. Getting smacked every single night like we're Jordan Poole at a Warriors practice, bro. All in all, we weren't able to win a single game unless we pull off a miracle here in the last week. Yeah, 0-82. Jokic wins MVP. Dang it, my guy Dorian didn't get the award, but he was the Defensive Player of the Year, and this is the first and only time you'll see Dorian Finney-Smith averaging 29 points, 16 rebounds, 3 steals, and 4 blocks. Also 8 turnovers. He made All-NBA first team. Now it's time to get DFS a little bit of help, because the bots and casuals, it's not enough. And there's the Julius Randle Finals MVP of Doom, starting the video off right. I feel like if you look real closely, you can almost read some of the names. Like this one in the blue right here, I think that's Jalen Green. But I could be completely wrong. Let's see what our next spin will be. It's going to be, yeah, I have no idea who this is. Matisse Thybulle, the bubble vlogger? They're calling Matisse a ball hawking. Hey, yo. 3-and-D 2 guard. All right, Matisse. Maybe that defense can win us a game or two. Oh, it might not be making any difference. I mean, we're losing by 40 or 50 instead of 100. No, we're still losing by 100 some nights. Hey, James. I saw him. He had a mean Thanksgiving plate. We only lost by 10 to the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's our closest game that I've seen on the calendar thus far. And speaking of James Harden's Thanksgiving plate, I'll get into my Thanksgiving lore later. We got some stories to tell. Jokic is your MVP again. Matisse Thybulle, DPOY, 5.5 steals a night. Matisse made All-NBA first. Let me not underestimate my guy's game. Oh, DFS averaged 30 again. The real question is, will we see another Randle Finals MVP? No, sir. It's Jalen Brunson. So far, we're shooting 0 of 2 on the wheel of every player ever. All due respect to Matisse. All due respect to Dorian. Let's get some classic players in here too, man. That's the point of a video like this. There you go! That's a good player and a classic player. How about Nate Tiny Archibald? Used to play in Sacramento. I remember watching him back in the day. My guy Tiny is better than I remembered. 95 overall. I guess they called him Tiny because he only weighed 150 and was 6'1", which was short for the NBA even at that time. And with Nate Archibald, I really think we're going to be able to get a dub. Look at that. The games are closer. There you go. Already a win. We beat the Hawks. Tiny dropped 70. Is there any footage of this guy playing basketball? If so, we might need a Nate Archibald edit. You could probably watch Nate Archibald courtside. He was drafted in 1970. Yeah, you probably only needed a handful of pennies and you could sit courtside at that time. Nowadays, bro, I think my best chance of sitting courtside is probably if I made the NBA. We got 3 wins with Tiny Archibald. And this is what I love about these Wheel of 82 and O's. I haven't done one in a minute because I haven't been able to come up with any fresh ideas until this one. But getting these players who, you know, don't really get talked about. Like, when's the last time you heard about Tiny Archibald, bro? But now he's winning MVPs. He just averaged 56 points, 4 rebounds, or 4 assists, 0.6 rebounds is dumb low. 3 steals. Played almost every minute of every game. He beat Wilt's 50 PPG season. Hey, Nate, you ever have a 100-point game? 84, so he had more than Kobe's 81. Matisse Thybulle's your DPOY. I think we crack double-digit wins if we get a good player on our next spin. Now, will we get a good player? I don't know about 2 good players in a row, man. We got super lucky to get Nate. Spin number 4. After this spin, we'll nearly have a full starting 5. We could definitely use like a wing or a big man here, and our player will be, I think that's Bron. I read it. I could see the text. Out of all players, LeBron, Raymond, James. I could read it. It was destiny. LeBron, my king. Maybe this won't be the hardest wheel of 82-0 that we've done, or maybe I'll go on the cold streak of doom after back-to-back fire spins, but we've got 99 overall LeBron. I mean, even with Barry the Bot starting at center, I think we're gonna hoop. Yep, we might be a 30-win team. Okay, we went on a little bit of a losing streak in the second half of the year. I said 30-win team. That's looking kind of accurate. Dang, we're still sad, though, with the addition of Bron. I thought we'd be better than this. We ended up winning 30 wins on the dot. What a great prediction from yours truly. LeBron James is your MVP. 44 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists. Now we just got to go get a center. Bron was DPOY as well. They updated D-Bane's face scan. They updated his hair. Nate Archibald, LeBron James. And, you know, this is fitting. We're doing a video with Toronto, LeBron, so we get LeBron. This is gonna sound crazy, but speaking of LeBron toe, have y'all seen LeBron's feet? I know that sounds insane, but bro, those things are messed up. I wasn't even, yeah, like bro, his feet are crazy. I'm gonna edit that out. Why did I say that? How is Julius Randle so good at basketball? We'll be in the playoffs next year if we get a good big. I casually start talking about, oh, yeah, if we get a big, we'll be in the playoffs next year, like I wasn't just talking about LeBron James's feet. All right, next spin, we are going to get, I can almost read it. I think that's Nick Van Exel. Well, you know what? I'm not even trying to cheat on the wheel, but I don't think it's a good time to add him to our basketball team due to recent events. So, Patrick Beverly, again, I'm not trying to cheat here, but I just don't think, you see what I'm saying? And our next spin is going to be, I think that's Sharif Abdur-Rahim. Oh my goodness! I might have 30/20 vision. I can really see. Can you believe I can read that small text? That's probably in about 2-point font. Sharif Abdur-Rahim is typically a power forward. I slid him to the 5 because we need a 5. A little bit undersized for center at 6'9", but we'll make it work. Took him off the all-time Grizzlies in case you were curious there. So now we've got a full starting 5. I think that's going to move mountains for us, potentially get us to the play-in tournament. But now that we're, you know, settled into the video, it's time to get into the Thanksgiving lore, bro. And there's a lot to get to, so we might not get to it all this season. I was so excited for the mac and cheese. I've been talking about it for multiple videos, as we're playing so well right now, which is awesome. But I was so excited for the mac and cheese. They got it from Costco. It wasn't home cooked this year. Grandma didn't make it. That's where we went wrong. Worst mac and cheese I ever had. I almost shed a tear. It didn't even smell good. I knew it was over. And I love Costco, except for, you know, the people in Costco are so annoying. They act like they're gonna run me over with their cart. But I love a good slice of Costco pizza. You know, the food there's cool, everything like that. But that mac and cheese was terrible. Luckily though, sweet potatoes came in for the clutch. Those were so elite. And speaking of so elite, we won 54 games. LeBron James, 35 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists. Nate Tiny Archibald, the clutch player of the year. We still got a whole lot of work to do if we want to get to 82-0. But man, seeing Bron and Tiny playing at this level this early is very much encouraging. And Sharif Abdur-Rahim clearly made a difference. We were 24 wins better as he averaged 29 points, 16 rebounds, and 4 assists. Dorian Finney-Smith is back to Dorian Finney-Smith, all due respect. Matisse Thybulle, yeah, but we're the 2 seed. We might mess around and win the championship this year. No, we got swept by New York and Jalen Brunson. Back to the wheel. We're coming off 3 spins in a row that were absolutely fire. We are due an absolute dud here. A Matisse Thybulle, a Dorian Finney-Smith type spin. I think that says... I did not know what that said. But we got Kevin McHale. You know what? I think some of y'all might think I'm lying about the type of players that are on the wheel, because you can't really see it. Let me just show y'all real quick. There are some great names on here for sure, but you've got, you know, Ricky Rubio, Bill Sharman, Cole Anthony, Lonzo, Seth Curry. Like, you can scroll down this list. It's Dylan Brooks. Like, there's a bunch of guys. Cole Anthony's on here twice. I just caught that. Let me remove bro from the wheel. But outside, like, I don't know who Dave here is. Like, bro, I don't know how Cole Anthony made it on here twice. So let me remove him. But yeah, all that to say, we are getting super lucky. Marvin Bagley, Lil Muggsy's on here somewhere. Jabari Walker. Like, you see what I'm saying? There's definitely great names here, but we are on a generational run right now. So now we got Kevin McHale, who's a 95 overall, tiny, Sharif Abdur-Rahim, DFS, and Matisse Thybulle, man. Absolutely incredible. Now, also at the family Thanksgiving, we're cooking. We start off the season 9-0. I thought, hey, maybe there's a chance we have the perfect year, go 82-0. And man, we sure are making huge improvements, huge strides with the addition of Kevin McHale, aka K-Mac as I call him. But yeah, at the family Thanksgiving, there was pumpkin pie, there was Chick-fil-A cookies. Who has Chick-fil-A cookies at the Thanksgiving? I don't know. I slammed a turkey leg. It was really good. It was fried. It was so good. I'm not even a turkey guy. I'm not even a right shoulder bump fade kind of guy. You know what I mean? I had ham, of course, a little bit of ham, rolls, a staple. It was a great experience. Then I fell asleep at home. It was awesome. 30 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists for Bron. He's the MVP. T-Wolves are still better than us here in the association, but we're creeping up. We're getting close. Oh no, we were at the same win total. They just gave Chris Finch the coach of the year, probably because, you know, he coaches basketball mastermind Julius Randle. I don't blame him. Low key, Nate Archibald, he's playing at the level of Bron. He just doesn't rebound the ball, or else he probably would have been MVP. Are we gonna make the finals this time? No, New York's still better than us, and Julius Randle is still the greatest basketball player to ever play. It's clear, if we want to go 82-0, we got to get through the Wolves. We need to find a Julius Randle stopper. I see Cade Cunningham coming up. We're not going to land on him. It's somebody in green. Jeremy Grant. See, now, these are the type of players that I'm kind of anticipating. All due respect to Jeremy Grant. He's a cool role player, but I thought we were going to be getting a lot of Jeremy Grant type of guys throughout this video, rather than all the elite spins we've had back to back. But honestly, Grant can be a solid role player off the bench for us. I'm not mad at it. I slid Jeremy Grant to the small forward for our roster, where he went up to an 82 overall. Should be a real solid addition for the team. We kind of need to start getting some backup guards, because we got a lot of guys playing on the wing. We need anything besides wing. We won, what, 65 last year? Does Jeremy Grant elevate us to a 70-win team? Maybe. We open up super well. Only 4 losses in the first 27 games. I don't know about 70. It's going to take a really strong effort, a Herculean effort to close out the season for sure. Yeah, there's 3 straight losses. 70's not happening this year, but maybe we'll get a win or 2 better. That's kind of what you'd expect from Jeremy Grant. Or we might get worse. I got spoiled. Got Kevin McHale, Sharif Abdur-Rahim, Bron, Tiny Archibald all in a row. Now we've been humbled by the addition of Kevin McHale. Hey, VJ. Or not Kevin McHale. The addition of Jeremy Grant. We got 1 win better. Hey, if we get 1 win better every year, it'll only take 16 more wheel spins for us to win this challenge. I'm hoping it doesn't take that long as we go all the way to the finals. Hey, we beat New York by 1 in game 7. Well, I guess Dorian Finney-Smith didn't have the game winner, huh? I'm gonna guess that it was Matisse Thybulle. He had the vlog camera in one hand, basketball in the other, green. We're going to the finals, baby. We win it. Tiny finals MVP. Shout out to Nate, man. Really getting his shine in this video. Old school player getting to work. They call him a mid-range menace. Now that's tough. If I had a 2K build, I wonder what they'd call me. I actually need to create myself in the game this year and do a video. I like to do that every year. It's a lot of fun. I see Klay Thompson. I see Wendell Carter. I think that was Jokic. Tom Chambers. No, Tom Chambers was actually decent, bro. I would say he's probably about an 88, 89 overall. Played on the Phoenix Suns in, I believe, the 80s and 90s. Had crazy ups. Tom is now, I believe, the tallest player on the team. No, him and Kevin McHale are tied. They're both 6'10". No way Kevin McHale's wingspan 7'11". 2K, we gotta be lying. I'm Googling that. Hold on, I'm pulling this up on my other monitor. Kevin McHale wingspan. No way. He's got an 8-foot wingspan. What? Could he touch his toes standing up straight? What in the world? I thought for sure that was a 2K mishap. They might have shortchanged him. Google says he's supposed to have an 8-footer wingspan. Well, I'm gonna get back to simulating, but what in the world, dog? Kevin McHale's got an 8-foot wingspan. Yo, K-Mac is ridiculous. We're on a nice win streak right now. 13 games in a row. See, this is what we need to do. We need to build up momentum. These win streaks are kind of practice for the potential 82-0. Well, the eventual 82-0 that we need if I want to get out of here at some point, right? But these win streaks are practice for trying to go 82-0, so that's good. Hopefully we can get up to 70 this year. This is where it really becomes a grind. Getting from 0 to 60 wins is way easier than getting from like 60 to 82, which I guess maybe is kind of obvious. I don't know. Sometimes I say stuff that sounds obvious after I say it, and I'm like, oh, Danny the doofus back at it. Wow! The T-Wolves won 70 games. We won 69. I thought for sure with 69 W's, we'd be the best team in the league. I was mistaken, because I got to remember the Timberwolves have Julius Randle. Man, I need to get Julius Randle on that wheel. That way the Timberwolves are completely nerfed. We almost lost to Detroit in the second round, but we go to the finals, taking on OKC, sweep them, baby. Bro, the game moves so smooth on PC. Like, y'all probably noticed it's simulating faster, the menus are moving smoother, but I don't do videos on here like that because when I jump into games, the footage is like all grainy. Like, when you hop in the game, it just doesn't look right. So I haven't been able to record on PC. It's a shame. But it's not something wrong with my PC, to my understanding. I think it's something wrong with, like, 2K on PC. Let me know if anybody else is having the same issue and if there's a potential fix, because I'd love to make content on PC. And our next spin will be, yeah, see, this is more of what I was expecting. We get the greatest husband of all time, Tristan Thompson. I thought prime Tristan Thompson was higher than a 78 overall. I went to grab him off the 15-16 Cavs. Apparently not. Only a 78 overall for Tristan. My phone's been dead while I've been recording this video, right? Because last night I was, just gone after all the food. So I didn't even charge my phone or anything. Why are we not playing well? Tristan, what's up? The latest episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians has the team morale down. What's going on? But yeah, it's making me realize how much I check my phone. Like, I've been tapping my phone and it's out of battery and I just keep tapping it. Like, why is it not turning on? I gotta charge. Anyway, I'd like to go a day without the phone, without anybody having their phone. Now, I know that's ironic to say as a guy who yells at the video game for a living and benefits from people watching stuff on their phones. I never said I wanted to go weeks or months without it. Then I'd be out of a job. I'd have to get a real job. I'm cool. We're 16 wins straight right now, doing really well. And, bro, as soon as I say something, we lose 2 in a row. And of course, one of those games was to the Wolves. The Wolves and Knicks, I know 2K loves the Mavs in the sim, but the Wolves and Knicks, bro, they're up there too. We get our first ever 70-win season. LeBron James is your MVP. And Coach Darko is Coach of the Year. Shout out to Tiny, man. They got Luka listed at 6'8" in the game now? Did they make him taller? Am I bugging? He was not listed at 6'8" before. Bro, I don't know what's going on. Did they update Wemby's height too? He's still 7'4". Luka 6'8"? I'm learning all types of new things today. Hey, Julius. Are we gonna win? We beat JR. Hey, that's bigger than winning 82-0, bro. Beating Julius Randle in a series. Spin number, it's not 6 or 7. It's not 8. It might be the 9th spin, I think. Let's see who we get here. Our next player will be Andrew Wiggins. I see Wiggins. I don't know who the guy in red is. Brandon Roy. I couldn't read it. For some reason, I can read some names, can't read others. But Brandon Roy, we needed some guard play. We needed that scoring punch. That's perfect. I think Matisse Thybulle is starting at our 2 right now. So getting B. Roy is going to be huge. Is he in the game, or am I going to have to find a player-created version? I think he's in the game. Oh, no, B. Roy is in the game. He's on the all-time Portland Trailblazers, 91 overall. Yeah, Brandon Roy will be the new starting shooting guard here in Toronto. The starting five, no Netflix. Well, that show got canceled. They're not doing a season 3. And they were supposed to have Wemby on the new season. It's a shame. But yeah, the starting five is nice. Bench needs work. We got Thibault, DFS, Tristan Thompson. That's really where we need some work. Could use a backup point guard as well. So we'll see if we can get those guys in future spins. Still struggling to open up these seasons. We haven't had a year where we start off so crazy where I'm like, oh, we could really go 82-0. You know, you get that 18-0 start or 20-0 start, something like that. You might think, hey, I got a chance. But we're losing first, second week. So we're not there yet. We need to get some more superstar heavy hitters. But with all the guys on this wheel, it's going to be hard to find those specific players we need. Although, it seems like the addition of Brandon Roy, who I would consider a superstar player, has moved mountains. Now, there's definitely a tier between Brandon Roy and like 95, 97, 98 overall superstars. And those are really the guys you're looking for if you want to go 82-0. I'm not complaining about Brandon Roy. I'm just saying we're going to need more guys who are nearer to bronze level. As we go 73-9, tying the Warriors record, we get 3 wins better. There's Coach Darko back at it again. 17-game win streak to close out the year, dominating our conference. Tiny Archibald is that guy. I mean, he gets a lot of point guard minutes because we don't have any other PGs. Knicks take us to 7, and the Wolves beat us. Yeah, this is just showing us we're by no means unbeatable. 6 losses in the playoffs. 7. I didn't mean to do that. I promise. We really did have 7 losses, not 6. That's why I said it, not because, you know, the joke. Okay, let's see what our next wheel spin. I see PJ Tucker. Today only PJ Tucker 5 threes. We got Armin Gilliam. I've heard this name before. I'm gonna have to look him up though because I'm not too familiar. Armin Gilliam was a good vet, 13-year NBA career it looks like. I'm guessing he'll probably be in the mid 80s as far as overall goes. Played in the 80s and 90s. Okay, here we go. We now have Armin Gilliam on the squad. What's up, bro? Not too familiar with your game, but glad to learn a little bit about you today. I just read like Basketball Reference for all of 7 seconds, so I didn't learn too much about Armin Gilliam. But anyway, will he be the guy who makes the difference for the 82-0 squad? I don't think so, because I don't think we really needed more power forward play. We got another power forward, though. I need guards so bad, man. Yep, we lost the first game of the season, and then we win 18, 19, 20, 21 straight. Okay, what happened game 1? Lost to the Atlanta Hawks. Kristaps Porzingis had 31. Trae Young had 26. Bron only 18 points, shot 7 of 8. 4 for 12, K-Mac. Got an 8-foot wingspan. Can't just drop the ball in the basket. Come on, bro. And they were getting in crazy kerfuffles during the 80s, bro. The Celtics and Lakers, they were going at it. I would not want to fight a dude with the 8-foot wingspan. I wouldn't want to fight anybody. I'm a nice guy. But bro, could you imagine? I mean, they were doing WWE moves, bro, and this dude's got an 8-foot wingspan. I'd be fearful. Oh man, Drake's cooking on this song. Just hold on, we're going home. And then you got I don't know who the other person on the song is, but they're like, going home. Oh my goodness. Jokic is your MVP. We only won 66 this year, which is a huge drop off. Lost 7 more games. Armin Gilliam, you let me down, man. And we can't even make it to the finals. The Goon made it this time. I feel like we haven't seen that. But another year where we don't go 82-0. Well, it seems that now the wheel of every player ever is starting to become more unforgiving. We've had a couple spins in a row that have kind of been mid or whatever. And this next spin will be, I see Wendell Carter Jr. I think Vucci, man. I think we were 1 off of Klay Thompson. Does that say Klay Thompson? Bro, I can't tell. It's probably bad for my incredible vision to be squinting this hard. That might say Sidney Moncrief. I couldn't tell you. Who did we just get? I already forgot. Wow, that's crazy. Dory memory. All right, we got my guy Vucci, man. I actually had to go back and double check. We'll grab Vucevic off the all-time Magic so we can get the prime version. But that's another big man. They might as well call us the Toronto centers, bro. Because the amount of centers we have and power forwards, oh my gosh. Like, I'm contemplating putting Bron at the 2 or something, but I don't really think that makes a ton of sense. I have to say, being back on the wheel and doing the wheel at 82-0, we lost to Spurs first week. It's definitely a breath of fresh air. I miss doing these wheel videos, and just to be totally honest with you, these were definitely, bro, this format carried my channel. A lot of my most popular videos are with the wheel. So if we can start running this back, bring it back to where, because, you know, I've been seeing even old videos of the wheel, people are still rocking with them. They still get views to this day. So if we can get this format back going, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Because, yeah, the wheel's fun. And, like, bro, doing some of those long rebuilds will take way more time than doing a wheel video. So that's another thing about it. And it can be a shorter video. Because I know, like, all my videos the past week or so, I feel like have been an hour plus. So I want to make this one a little bit shorter. Hopefully it ends up being shorter. Unless this wheel absolutely cooks me. As we go 71-11, Jokic is your MVP. Okay, 71. So we're back up a little bit, but we're not up to that 73 like we had a few years ago. And we end out the year losing 2 in a row. So we could have had 73 had we won those last 2. Of course we didn't. Knicks take us 7. Timberwolves beat us. I don't understand, bro, because this squad's still championship caliber. It's just all those centers, isn't it? That's the problem. You know who I need right here? I need Wardell, Steph Curry. Let me call my shot. Out of all the players on this wheel, there's still 400 some odd left. I want Stephen Curry. Who's this going to be? I can't tell. Arvydas Sabonis, another big man. Now, Sabonis, bro, I am a big believer that he would have been so dynamic in today's league. He entered the league older, you know, had injury issues and stuff. If he would have entered the league in his prime, he might have changed the way the center position was looked at during his era in the 90s and early 2000s. Because he was incredible. You know something that could help that y'all have been telling me to do in these 82-0 challenges? It's been a while since we've done one, so I just now remember this. Turn off team chemistry. That way, you know, guys don't have to get the chemistry together, and we can have that help us out. I think that that'll be something good to do. Sabonis is an 88, grabbed him off the all-time Blazers. I gotta say, the wheel must be a Blazers fan. We've got Jeremy Grant, Matisse Thybulle, both current Blazers. We've gotten Sabonis. We got Brandon Roy. We're really building the Toronto Trailblazers. As we lose to Wemby again. We need to get Wembanyama on the wheel soon, bro. We really do. Because, I mean, Wemby's just a cheat code. If I got him, Shaq, Hakeem, like some crazy elite big man, my dog, Tim Duncan, like if I got one of those guys, I wouldn't be mad about getting a big. But if I keep getting these bigs that are low 80s to mid 80s, I don't need it right now. Anthony Edwards is your MVP. Averaged 33 this season. We went 73-9, so we're back to where we were with the dynamic abilities of Arvydas Sabonis. So shout out to Sabonis, man. And playoff time, okay, go smooth. We're taking on, he's averaging 40, James Harden, and we beat him. Bron averaged like 15 in the finals. 2011 type performance, but we won. Back up to 73. Now we need to get to that next threshold. 75, 76, get up to 80, you know? Let's just keep the ball rolling here. I see Lauri Markkanen. I see Victor Oladipo. Another center! Jonas Valanciunas, man. Oh my goodness. And you know I copy and pasted these players from a list because I would have not figured out how to do all those accents on the letters of his name. Okay, I don't even know if Sabonis is gonna play. He might be last man in the rotation. Or not Sabonis, sorry. Valanciunas. He's not even gonna play. So what difference will it make? Probably none. We're just running back the same season. Okay, you know what? It's gotten to that point. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna allow myself to keep spinning until I at least get a player that impacts my rotation, that can play each time. I think that's only fair, because without that, we're just not gonna get any better. So if it takes one more spin, cool. If it takes 2, you see what I'm saying? We'll just keep going. We'll remove players one by one and hopefully eventually get some guys who can really help us. We got Handsome. I don't think you're gonna help us out, you know. Big fan, but not the time right now. We don't need Kelly Oubre Jr. So our next spin is going to be, I think I see Paul George. We went past him. Tony Kukoc. We can work with Tony Kukoc. He's a wing. He'll make the rotation. That's perfect. Okay, so we've got Kukoc, who comes in at an 85 overall. He'll be the 9th man in the rotation. Not too shabby at all. And we got another wing instead of having more bigs. We open up the season strong before a loss to the Cavs, where E-Mob had 24 and 10. We lost by 23. Tom Chambers, 3 of 11. Who let Tommy shoot 11 shots, man? And the crazy thing is, with all this quantity of centers, you would think that we have a great center core. We don't even have a 90-plus center. I've landed on about 1 million centers, but I still haven't gotten that elite starting big man. Actually, the center spot is the weakest link in our starting 5. Can we make that leap up to 75, 76 wins? We're rolling right now. Hold on, let me slow it down a little bit. 54 and 6. If we can just close strong, get up to like 75 W's. That's at least some sign of progress. Give me 74-8. We dropped 2 in a row to the Mavs and Wolves, which is bad. We are stuck. We are running in place. We're on a treadmill. 73-9. I got to get a big time player. I haven't gotten a big time player in so long. As we do win the championship, LeBron James, Finals MVP, yeah, nice. But yeah, we haven't gotten a big time player in so long. Our last big spin was Brandon Roy, but before that, it was Kevin McHale, which was just, and we've gotten all these other players in between, it feels like, except for like DFS and Thibault. To make my rotation, you got to be at least an 85 overall to improve the team, because Armin Gilliam's our worst player in 84. So we need somebody pretty decent here, and it's going to be Jared Allen. JA, I believe, is an 84, so he's not going to be good enough to make it. It was close, though. You were close to making the cut, big dog. Not going to make a difference, though. Your same overall as Armin Gilliam. Okay, next player will be... Who was that? Clifford Robinson. I remember him from the Kobe era Sims. He'll always wear his headband way too far down his forehead. But yeah, he's not going to improve our team either. Oh, wait, I think that's Pete Maravich. Yep, that is Pete Maravich. A guy who a lot of people think could play in the modern era. He had a lot of razzmatazz to his game. You know what I mean? Okay, we got Pete Maravich, who's a 94 overall. I said we need a big-time addition who will be one of the best players on the team, and Pete Maravich is exactly that, so that's awesome. I will say, they updated Maravich's face scan, and I don't know. Anyway, trying to win at least 74 this time around. Pete! Okay, 8-0 is our best start all video. Right, as soon as I say something, we might have had a 9-0. But regardless, we drop a couple there, and this will not be the 82-0 year. Come on, man. Only 6 losses. Season's nearly over. Okay, now we're at 7 losses. Give me 75 wins. At least 74. Bro, we are on a treadmill. 73-9 again. Great, we went to the finals. I knew the wheel of every player ever was going to be hard, but oh my goodness, this is a frustrating wall we've hit. This was the part about the wheel videos that would get rough. By the way, worst player in the rotation nowadays is an 85 overall, Tony Kukoc. So you got to be at least an 86 if you want to get PT on my squad. And our next player will be, that's Kelly Olynyk. I can read it. Yep, saw it. Sorry, Kelly. You are definitely not the player we are looking for. I remember when Kelly Olynyk injured K-Love crazily. Don't look it up. Next player is going to be Jalen somebody. Oh, Jason! We did it! We got Tatum, baby! That is a great addition to the squad. JT! Having JT as your 6th man, bro. Crazy, because we're going to start K-Mac. Yeah, so JT will be the 6th man, which is huge. I still need a better center. Shout out to my dog, Sabonis. Great playmaker, but I'd love to have a better center. We lose to the Nets? 31 from Cam Thomas. If it was anybody else, well, besides like the Wizards, but the Nets? That's our first loss of the season. Insane work, man. But with Tatum giving that scoring punch off the bench, we are nearly halfway through the season. Only 2 losses. Bro, JT might be a sim cheat code. Whenever I get him in these 82-0 videos, although I haven't done many this year, they have wheel videos, but last year when I would get him, he would always make a huge difference. So shout out to the guy from the Subway commercials. Still only at 5 losses. Let's close out the season without another loss, and then we've made some real progress. Oh my gosh. If I go 73-9 again, no, please, we should be at 75. 74-8, we got one better. Fine, I'll take it at this point. Okay, so our worst player in the rotation is an 86. We got to get at least an 87 on our next wheel spin to improve the squad. We lost in game 7. Everybody folded like omelets, and Karl Anthony Towns, after all that, dropped 38, bro. Wow. Like I said, though, you got to be at least an 87 to make the team. We're elite around here nowadays. And our next player will be, I see Kyle Korver. Is that Draymond? Sean Marion, my jump shot twin. See, now we're getting a bunch of wings in a row, which is cool, I guess. At least we're getting upgrades, but now we're going to have the same problem with wings as we did with centers. Too many wings. No such thing as too many wings. I love chicken. The Matrix comes in at a 91 overall. I'm going to tell you, I thought we had too many wings. Our team is actually nearly perfectly balanced with the addition of of Sean Marion. I think that balance in the rotation is going to be huge. Next spin, all I need is a point guard, because I'm assuming we're not going 82-0 this time. Maybe we are. 11-0, 12. Oh, the Hornets! LaMelo gave us 35. And Pete Maravich shot 6 of 15. Come on, Pete. I was gassing you up, talking about how well you do in the modern era. And then you put up a stinker in a big-time game for us, man. No! That can't be our only loss. Not the Hornets by 2 points. But wow, Sean Marion made a huge difference. Okay, we lose to the Clippers and the Knicks. All right, that's fine. This is going to be real progress, though, which we haven't seen in a good minute. Oh, my gosh. Lost to the Rockets. That's okay. Just give me 78-4. 77-5 is cool, too. 76-6 is still improvement. Just give me that. Thank you. 76-6. That start was really, really good. LaMelo, I don't really want to see you right now, man. I don't want to see you right now. Oh, my goodness. LaMelo made me mad. That first loss was to the Hornets. We lost to the Nets last year. Hornets this time. And, you know, good teams will sometimes do that. Play down to their competition. Like, if you're playing a bad team, you don't take them serious, then you lose. So I guess that's the logic there. I see Muggsy Bogues. I see Steven Jackson's not going to be able to make it off the All the Smoke podcast. Our lowest overall in the rotation is an 86, so we need a guy who's at least an 87. I see Cade coming around. That'd be perfect. We passed him. Dyson Daniels. No. People are saying Dyson finessed the bag because the scoring's been lower this year, but his defense has still been, you know, Dyson Daniels caliber. Our next player, that's Josh Richardson, isn't it? No, it's Junkyard Dog. My guy. Not the time, but he is good enough to make the rotation. I didn't really need a player like him right now. I needed a guard, but I can't be too mad getting my dog Zebo. Junkyard Dog, an 89 overall. Welcome to the team. I always think his picture's so funny because his eyes are closed. I've never seen any other players have their eyes closed in their picture. It's hilarious. But Zach Randolph, now you got to be a 90 to crack the rotation. Well, I guess an 88 because Sabonis is starting the center. But really, you got to be a 90 as we lose to the Cavs first week. Yeah, I don't know if Randolph's going to make us better because now we're just kind of log jammed again when it comes to the bigs. Never mind. My guy, Zach Randolph. The vibes are high with the addition of Junkyard Dog. Smacked the Bulls by 50 plus 2 times in a row. That's embarrassing, man. Oh, dropped 4 games in a row late season. We were on pace to have such a big year. Lost to the Knicks by 50. Oh my goodness. 75-7. Yo, I don't know what happened because today is Black Friday. I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. I don't know if I already said that. I dropped some Thanksgiving lore earlier in the video, but bro, there's like no good. Well, you don't go in person to the stores anymore now for Black Friday. Everything's online. When I was younger, you used to go in person, and it was kind of a cool experience. Now, Amazon, add to cart. It'll be at your door in 4 minutes, which is awesome, granted, but like, I don't know, man. Shut up and spin the wheel. Okay, Danny, okay. Just yapping on and on about the good old days. 2K17. People used to shop in the stores. Old man yells at cloud. We got Jordan Poole, Mr. Baddies. We love you. Just not the time right now. Need somebody who's a 90 plus so they can crack the rotation. It's gonna be Kristaps Porzingis. I thought we were gonna get Fultz. Porzingis can't make the team either. Good player though. Give me a good guard. That's exactly what I need. We got, I think that says Michael Porter Jr., Gary Harris. See, I told y'all, there's just random players on this wheel. This is our biggest cold streak as far as spins. Not anybody good. I see Otto Porter coming around. I don't know who that is. Caron Butler. I don't think Caron fits our criteria either. Dang. Please, man. Give me somebody. We got Ephesus. Oh my, come on. I see. Is that Kyrie? It's Kyle! Kuzma! Tag nabbit, Kyle. I thought you were Kyrie. Next one's gonna be, is that, I can't see it. How were you here twice? I guess some players made it twice because we got Handsome 2 times in a row. Or not 2 times in a row, but we got him twice. Guess there were bound to be some mistakes with how big this list was. We got Ennis Cancer, or Ennis Freedom. My bad. Please, please. I need somebody good. Lemon Pepper! Please, please. Larry! Yes! It's a plane, it's a car, it's a bird! Okay, so here we go. We got Bron, Bird, McHale. I put Bird at the 4, McHale at center, so the Celtics duo reunited here. But yeah, I thought this would make the most sense. Now the starting 5 includes Tiny Archibald, Pete Maravich, Braun, Bird. Bench looks loaded too. If I could just get a backup PG, we would be smooth as butter. But even right now, we're looking really good. You got to be a 90 overall to be an upgrade to this team. That's how good we are nowadays. I think this could be it, but maybe that's wishful thinking. We open up real strong, 10-0, 11-0. This is our best start for sure. We lose to the Cavs by 5. Donovan Mitchell, 19 points. Sean Marion, 4 of 10. I mean, nobody shot that bad. It's all right, Sean. You're my jumper twin, so I'll give you a pass. Lost to the Nuggets as well. Ooh, Jokic would be fire for this team. I mean, of course, Jokic is just Jokic. Dude, it's always the latter half of the season where we start dropping games. Like, y'all see it right here. It's this February, March. I don't know if we just get complacent, lazy, whatever words you want to say here. But that's when things really start to hit the fan for us. 75-7. Even with Larry, we don't see huge signs of improvement. There's a Mavs finals appearance. Okay, next wheel spin. We got... Who is that? Peja Stojakovic? He's not going to be a high enough overall, bro. You got to be a 90. Next player is going to be Kobe! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's so big. That's so big, bro. I was just going for like 30 minutes eating lunch. These guys on demo mode are sad. They haven't even got one bucket. Oh, there you go, Jeremy Lay! But demo mode aside, we now have 399 overalls on the team. The newest addition, the Mamba. 99 overall 2-guard, Kobe Bryant. Oh yeah, we're most definitely excited to have KB on the team. We gotta be able to go 82-0 with Kobe, right? The Rockets! We never lose to the Rockets! KD, I saw he was out. He missed the game against my Warriors, and then he missed one other one. I forgot what other team they were playing, but missed those 2 games due to personal reasons. So hope everything's all good with KD. Obviously, none of my business what that is. I've seen rumors of what it is. I'm not even gonna, go there because, like I said, none of my business. If he wants to announce what's going on, there you go. But KD aside, we are cooking right now. Only lost 2 games all year. Make it 3. We're so close. We're knocking on that door. Okay, we end up going 78-4. That rhyme. Knocking on the door, 78-4. Chris Paul retirement tour. Lakers in 4. Oh my goodness, I just cooked. Okay, just got to get those last 4 wins we need. That's all we got to do. I just need another point guard wheel. If you can give me one more PG, we got this. Bron averaged 11, won Finals MVP. On the way home from Thanksgiving dinner, me and bro were in the car, listening to music, just talking. That might have been the best part of the whole Thanksgiving. Shout out to bro. And it's going to be Amen Thompson. Yeah, not good enough to make the team. Big fan, Amen. Good player. Rockets are a really fun team to watch, man. They gave my Warriors belt, unfortunately, and Curry got hurt, but fun team. Michael Bibby, probably still not. Wait, no, Mike Bibby. I'm going to double check on Mike Bibby. Whoever this next spin is, we'll add them later if we need to. I just saw D Wade. We got Mark Gasol. Okay. You know what? Let's add Bibby and Gasol. Why not? 2 for 1 special. Mike's not necessarily a high enough overall to make the rotation, but I might throw him in just because we need a guard, like I've been saying. Yeah, I'll throw him in. Okay, yeah. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have Mark Gasol start at center because he's actually... do we start him or Mikhail? I'm cool with Gasol starting, and I'm going to switch out, I guess, Brandon Roy for Bibby because we got plenty of 2-guard play. Bibby will play. Then the rotation's pretty well balanced. I'm rocking with it, man. Let's see what we can do. The Cavs! Lost by 4 to Cleveland. DG, the PG with 33. Number 33, Larry Bird at 22. Mark Gasol, 4 and 11. 2 of 4 shooting. Mike Bibby, 0 of 2. Bro, Mike Bibby, after the league, his muscles got ridiculous. That man's arms are almost definitely bigger than my legs. Dang it, Michael. You couldn't use all that muscle to save my team, carry us? We actually might not end up much better. Maybe that's Mark Gasol. Maybe that's Mike Bibby. I almost said Mike Conley. If we had Mike Conley, we would have gone 82-0 10 times over. 76-6. Real solid. Those last 6 wins is just so stubborn. Wow, the 8-seeded Bulls almost beat us. But we get another one. It says I've spun this wheel 41 times. New meme. Oh my goodness, bro. 41 is ridiculous. Our next player will be... Does that say Julius Erving? It does! The doctor! Just what the doctor ordered, baby. Julius Irving. Oh my goodness. How can I read that small text? Okay, so now we got 97 overall. Just what the doctor ordered. Dr. J. Rotations pretty well balanced. We still got Bibby running the backup PG. Let's go, man. But outside of that, outside of Mike, I mean, we're looking at all 94 pluses in rotation. We lost 2 games in a week. Cole Anthony had 24. Ow. 4 losses? Doctor, you're selling. 5 losses? How do we win 70 now? How did we win 70 now? Somebody please explain this to me. Because I just can't fathom it. We went 16-0 in the playoffs as well, but yet we only win 70? Okay, here we go again, man. Back to the wheel. I need another superstar. Need a really good backup PG. That's what I've been looking for so desperately for so long. And it's going to be Sam Perkins. Yeah, we can't work with him, but that's a good pull from the wheel for sure. Our next player will be somebody with a J, maybe? I see. Nope, D. Scott. Isn't he on NBA TV these days? Next spin. I can't read that. That was almost Wemby. I saw. Oh, that was almost Wemby, bro. We got Avery Johnson. Please. That's somebody named Danny. Oh, we almost got Danny. It's Nurkic. I can't tell who that is. Willis Reed? Roy Hibbert. I think we were 1 off of Willis Reed. Okay, you know what? I tell y'all what. Next player we land on, that's going to be the last player we add. If we don't go 82-0, we'll have to resort to other methods, all right? Wendell Carter Jr. Come on. Yeah, because this is getting ridiculous. Jared Wallace. Me and my buddies were having this conversation. Do y'all think the worst NBA team of all time, the 2011-2012 Bobcats, would win or lose? There's Vin Baker. Would win or lose against the Kentucky team that had AD, Marcus Teague? They were considered like one of the greatest college teams of all time. Oh my gosh. Buttered, not now! Early 2000s players like Jermaine O'Neal would have sent that into the cheap seats. Give me one player who's usable. I think that says Stephen Curry. No, it doesn't. Kyrie Irving. I see him right there. We went past him. We're making up players now. I'll be back to y'all when we get somebody we can use who's an upgrade. That's all I'm looking for. Just one last upgrade. Nope. I can almost read the names now. They're starting to get more legible. He was on here twice. Guess a couple guys made it on here twice. How did we land on Nurkic twice before I get a better point guard? You know what? Perfect. Let's rock out with my dog Bubble Butt. Overall wise, Kyle Lowry is just a slight upgrade over my dog Mike Bibby, but in my heart, Kyle Lowry's... Alright, I'm gonna edit that out. Let's just simulate the season. Please let me go 82-0 with Kyle Lowry. We can use him as a distraction for the other teams. Lock in. Lost the second game of the season. I don't understand. So now it's time to try some alternative methods to go 82-0. I had a viewer tell me if you run a 5-man rotation, you can go 82-0. That's what I heard. Somebody said that in the comments. We're gonna give it a try. I thought fatigue would be an issue. Was this dude cooking? I don't remember who this was. It was so long ago, this comment. Oh my goodness. We lost our cup game. That doesn't matter. We might do it. Oh my, no method. No. Okay, that was kind of tough though. Hold on, let me try one more way. Okay, let's go like 2 subs. That's gonna be the new method. All right, we're gonna try 2 subs in case there's, fatigue or whatever that can combat that. We'll do 2 bench guys. Lock in. I think this might be the method. No, this is really the method, bro. The short rotation of doom. Can we make it past the halfway point? This is just, we're 41-0, new meme. Look at this, 50 simulator difficulty. We found... All right, I was gonna say we found the method. Lost 1 game to the Clippers. Harden at 29, 3 of 10 from Cole. Oh my gosh, man. Okay, we dropped another one to Chi-Town. Well, let's combine these 2 strategies with a little bit of help and we should be able to finish this off. We're gonna drop the simulator difficulty down to 40. We're going to do a 7-man rotation and run it that way. This should be foolproof. We lost first week. I'm the fool. Attempt 2, 30 simulator difficulty. We can respect a 30 simulator difficulty run here from the guys. We can. No, we really can. That's smooth. So shortening up the rotation might be the play in some of these future videos. We'll keep that in the back pocket because this seems to have worked pretty well. If y'all enjoyed the video, made it to the end, comment Wheel of Players because it looks like we're about to close this out. 82-0. There you go. Like, subscribe. We love basketball. Here was the regular season stats. I guess we'll see if we can, wrap it up with a perfect playoff run. We lost a playoff game, win the chip. So all in all, 98-1. Anyways, like I said, like, subscribe. We love basketball. Here was the final roster. Have a great day. Look at Zach Randolph with his eyes closed. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.